boat had just sailed up kind of like on a sandy beach. And I had one hand on the forestay and one foot on the boat, and I just put my foot in the water. This lightning hit, and I felt the shock. Well, I looked over, my mother was laying down. She was hit by lightning. Just ripped her head.
Oh my God.
Open. I went over, didn't know what to do, but there was another family that was good friends of ours who was a surgeon, was there. His son was racing also. And he did all the right things at the right time. Got her into my car, got her to the hospital. And this guy was an osteopath surgeon. This was a medical hospital. And he was in there doing the surgery, and he sorts him back in. He says, you know, Jim, I got to go out the back door. He says, you know, if I get caught in here, I'll lose my license. And he saved her life. So get her all patched up, bandaged. She gets out of the hospital in a couple of days. And there's a mountain down called Lookout Mountain where you can see 4 states from the top of the mountain. So I thought, yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's pull the boat all the way up the top of the mountain in my hot rod and see if we can see 4 states. My mother's in the back seat and her head's all bent.
Oh my
like
gosh.
And so we go up and do whatever you do when you see 4 states, and we're coming down. And well, back then I had overdrive, which means when I hadn't gear going down, it wasn't gearing down. And so I was riding my brakes like a dumbest ass kid a lot. My brakes went out. And we're going down a mountain.
Oh gosh.
Got a sailboat behind us. And I had nowhere to go. And the sailboat, when you travel, when you lay the mast out, and the mast lays out, so the mast is sticking out behind the boat, probably 5 feet, and the boat's 20 feet long. So I got 25 feet back. I look in the rearview mirror, and the boat's like this, and I'm going like this. But we hit a switchback. And my sister was in the front seat. I said, now, when I tell you, you grab the wheel, I'm jumping out. I got out, and there was a rock, and I got a rock under the wheel. We lived to tell the story.
Oh my God.
Oh mercy.
Oh, and just as we were going on the switchback, I looked in the rearview mirror, and I saw my mother. She just grabbed her head and went down like this. She had all the fun with her son.
Oh my goodness.
She could have. Just, Dad.
It's like you were trying to finish her off.
What else can you do?
Yeah.
My father, when he heard the story, was not happy. I paid the price. But you know, that's really something to it. And every time a storm would come up, I don't know, years and years later, she'd go to the basement. She'd want to know more.
Oh, I don't blame her.
No, of course you don't.
It's a wonder that didn't kill her. I mean, really?
When I say she got hit by lightning, you know, I felt the same thing, the electricity. She was down on the ground, unconscious. So you got to figure she got hit.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, one of the other men that was under the blanket, he didn't get hurt, but he got knocked down. He was knocked down when it happened. It was really, really frightening. You know, his head in your hand, and you're bleeding.
Thank goodness that doctor could
Yeah.
take over like that.
Yeah.
Were you in the same race as Ted Turner one time, or were you on his boat, or what was?
It was a Mackinac Island race. And we started in Detroit. And Ted Turner was in this place. In fact, I think he won. I'm not sure. Forget. Anyway, we started in Detroit on a Thursday night. When I say night, it was pretty light. 5, 6 o'clock. And then we finished on Sunday morning
Oh my.
At Mackinac Island. So we went from Detroit. We raced at night, and it never stopped. And you had, I don't know, there was probably 50, 60 boats. And very powerful. These are very powerful boats, sailboats. And you really had, and we were navigating at night, and we had straps on us, because if you fell off in the night, chances are you're not going to be found, because it's just too much going on. And it was just a phenomenal deal. And
Can't even
Have you
imagine.
heard about Mackinac Island?
Well, isn't that where there's no cars?
Exactly. All horse-drawn buggies, and it's just beautiful.
I'd love to see that.
And that's where we ended up. That was where the finish. We started in Detroit, and Mackinac Island was the finish line.
Wow.
And we were out 3 nights and 2 days.
And this was across a lake, right?
It was a Great Lakes.
Yeah. So it
Those
took
are-
that long to get.
That's like, they're like oceans.
Well,
Yeah.
we didn't see shore for.
I can't visualize
We
that.
didn't see shore for. Day and a half, maybe 2 days. We didn't see it at all at night.
How do you eat? Like, when you're out there that long, do you stop and eat?
Or do you
what?
sleep? You
Well,
take turns sleeping?
Yeah, you have shifts, and these are really $1 million boats, and they're big boats. Well, my experience in racing was just on small boats, and you feel the wind or whatever, and but we took turns steering the boat, and it had a wheel on it. And I got on there, and I spread my legs, and I just started feeling it like I did in my dinghy. And I started rolling on the waves, and we probably picked off 30 boats, just because I was rocking the boat just exactly the way I would do it in a small boat. And these guys don't do that. It was really quite thrilling for me.
So
Wow.
what, you went faster when you did that?
Yeah,
Huh.
I was surfing. I was actually it was a strong wind, but I actually got the boat. There was probably 7 of us on the boat. And to get a boat with that much weight on it, and the boat isn't that heavy, to surf on top of the waves, you have to really have a delicate touch to it. And as a result of my small sailboat racing, I've developed that sense. But Ted Turner did win the race. He was quite a guy, I had all that wealth and power. He wore just like a hat I got in on the rack, a red hat with white polka dots, chewing tobacco all the time, spitting.
Kind of like a do-rag, like the welders.
And he married Jane Fonda, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a walk in the park.
I saw an interview she did with Bill Maher the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He wasn't very impressed with her. I guess she's...
So she's still kicking okay?
Yeah. But they were talking something political, and he,
Yeah, she.
I think I might have seen some of that.
he was just, like, he couldn't believe what her viewpoint was. He was surprised.
And coming from him,
Yeah.
because he's
always
I
been,
have always liked her father, the actor,
Mm.
Henry Fonda.
yeah.
I thought he was just a great actor.
yep.
And then Peter Fonda what was that motorcycle deal
Oh,
that he
yeah.
was in with
Easy
Hopper?
Rider.
Yep, you got it. That's exactly it. I had 3 motorcycles as a kid. Never sold one of them. Because I either wrecked them or burned them up.
Wow.
It was fun. Ruth used to ride a motorcycle, didn't she?
Yeah.
That's what I don't know why I thought about that. Yeah. Where was she at when she was riding motorcycles?
We lived in Kansas when I think she started that business. Because Jerry would be on the rigs, and I know there was a time or two she'd get on the motorcycle and ride to wherever he was. And then her and Aunt Mary, didn't they go somewhere on a bike? Or they rode together.
Really?
Yeah.
How cool. So what got them into motorcycles, you know?
Our stepdad was into motorcycles.
He raced
Yeah.
motocross, out on the.
Well,
And Dude kind of was
Uncle
too.
Dude, yeah.
Aunt Mary's husband.
I remember you. Yeah.
He was kind of a motorcycle.
He was,
The latest thing. He was always into whatever the latest deal.
he was a cool guy. I was up there one time, and he took me up. I guess it was on the land that they lived on. They had a little cabin
Yeah.
by a lake, and he took me up there and spent the afternoon with me, 2 of us. It was fun.
Yeah, we spent some time at that cabin as kids.
Yep. That was our
That was
family vacation. But,
summer fun.
yeah.
We just
Started out tenting up there in a tent.
Yeah.
And they built that cabin.
My sister's just a couple of years younger than me. She lives in a 200-year-old log cabin
Come on.
in Boonville, by the river. And I don't know. It's the oldest building in Boonville. I don't know.
Wow.
They built as that.
I didn't know it was the oldest building there,
Well,
but that
it's
is
it's
just so
too-
neat.
Huh?
It's just so neat. I
Yeah.
just love that house.
Yeah. And you say that, and it's really, when you say log cabin, you don't think of comfort, but when you're inside, it's very, very comforting. Warm, I guess.
It doesn't look like a log cabin from the outside, but
Yeah.
when you get inside, it still has the unfinished. But it's been, didn't they redo it?
Oh, yeah.
Inside, yeah.
Yeah.
She's got some furniture from your parents' original home in there. That wicker furniture.
Wicker furniture. It's amazing.
You know how wicker is. After a while, it starts
Mm-hmm.
breaking and falling apart.
Yeah,
This
it's
looks
gotta
like
be
it's
a-
brand new.
Well, it's gotta be 100 years old, because we had it in our house when we grew up. I don't know how long we had it before that.
Yeah. How old were they when you were adopted?
I was, close to 3.
Were they in their 40s, 30s,
Yeah,
40s?
they were tried to have kids, they couldn't, so they said, well, we'll just go shop for one. Found me, and I was suffering from malnutrition. Orphanage home was not a healthy place to be at that time. And they took me to the family doctor the day after they got me. And the doctor said, you probably ought to take him back, he's not healthy. And my dad said, I ain't taking him any place. I had my son for 24 hours.
Wow.
So I had rickets, and so.
Now that's vitamin C, right?
It's just malnutrition.
Oh, just okay.
I
I
just-
wasn't sure. I'd heard rickets was vitamin C.
I just wasn't treated right in the orphanage. And we moved down to a lake. And I was 3 and I could barely walk. And there was 49 steps to get up to the house. And so, that they were very excited about that because that would help me. My dad would require me to build a sand pile down, because we were on a lake, build a sand pile down by the water, and required me to do vertical jumps. I'm 4 or 5 years old. My dad's out there counting 1, 2.
People probably thought he was mean, didn't?
And he would pull me on water skis slow. I don't know if you've ever been pulled slowly on water skis, but it's very painful, but it really builds your legs up.
Right here.
Yeah. And by the time I got to college, as a result of all that, I couldn't dunk the ball, but I could get my hand up above the rim.
Wow.
So I was going from being taken back to something else. That's probably a little too much information, but
Interesting.
Where was the orphanage home at?
Wichita.
Wichita.
Yeah, and then my sister was in the same one. And the story goes, I don't remember what the story goes, that they took me down there and let me pick her out. I don't remember that, but that's the story in the family that I picked out my
Wow.
sister. Yeah. And they had all the information on my biological parents were and all that. And they said they told me, early on that I was adopted. It didn't make any difference to me. But they told me early on, and then they said, we've got the papers and we'll give them to you and you open them when you want to look at them. I said, I don't want to see them. I don't have anything to do with it. Life went on. It's all good.
My ex-husband, his mother's mother came from Wichita. She was adopted out of there. But I think there was there a home for unwed mothers there?
Yes.
Okay, so she came from there, and she was, I think, kind of hustled out the back door, kind of under the table.
Sure.
And of course, the story for her was her father was a somebody from Europe, over in there, that had come over here to a dude ranch and had gotten this young girl pregnant. And so she had the baby there. And
So was she in an orphanage? In which?
no, because as soon as she was born, they hustled her out the back door. It was kind of under off the books or whatever. This is
So
the way.
she went to live. Some
That was-
family took her.
Well, yeah,
As a
yeah,
baby.
that wanted a baby.
I got you.
Yeah, and they were ranchers, I think, in
Who
Oklahoma.
was this?
That was Nanny Red's mother, Ruth.
Okay.
And I bet it was the same place, maybe.
Could have been. You know, Wichita isn't that big.
Now, yeah, and I think that place ended up burned or something. The records were destroyed or something.
Has Caleb ever done his DNA to find out?
Oh, no. I don't know if he has or not.
Well, back then there was more babies than people wanted to adopt them, so what it was
Mm-hmm.
pretty easy to do adoption. There wasn't a lot. Go pick them out and go home, I guess. So do you like the way I sing into my plants?
Seems to be working quite well for him.
And,
What do you sing?
hymns. What do you think I'd sing? Huh?
I don't know.
Reverend Jim here. Come on, woman. Huh? I don't like the way I heard that. that chuckle, Connie.
Well, I was just thinking.
Somehow that didn't match with some of the stories we've heard.
Yeah.
This music, the jazz, I picture of speakeasies and the roaring 20s, 30s, 40s,
yeah.
maybe.
Look at that picture right behind
Oh my, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, that's what is in my mind.
you. Look over here. See that picture over
Mm-hmm.
there? Obviously, I love jazz.
See, we didn't grow up with jazz at all, but you probably, did your parents listen to jazz, or how did you develop the...
I have no idea. I love opera. I mean, I've seen. I went to Vancouver to see the Three Tenors, and seen the Three Tenors. I don't know, probably 3 times.
Wow.
I love classical and jazz music, and I don't have any musical talent at all. In fact, as a kid, I took violin lessons. I was forced to. I took saxophone lessons, and I took piano lessons, and I was not any good at any of them. I remember when we had this recital. You know, the teacher has all these different students,
Yeah.
and then they have recitals, and the parents come and go, oh, all that shit. Well, there's 2 other students, and 3 of us are going to play the Three Musketeers on the piano, sitting there. And the teacher said, Jim, I'm going to put you in the middle because I'm afraid you're going to run off. It was probably a wise decision on her part. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that because no one else in the family really enjoyed it
Yeah.
like I did.
That opera.
My sister's
I
not
never-
smart enough to enjoy it, so. You know.
I really liked Julie when I met
Julie
her.
is she's a sweet. You know, she's a goer. She's 2 years younger than I am. She's an old broad, but she plays bridge a couple of days a week, and she walks to church, very active in the church, prints her bulletins, you know, and stuff like that. She's a goer. Drinks her wine, loves her wine. Always trying to call her before 6 o'clock, so we can have a good conversation. Yeah, you'd like Julie.
How'd she end up in? What'd you say it was? Boonville. Boone.
Yeah, her one of her sons is a doctor of history
Oh.
at Columbia, and before her husband passed away, they lived in Weston. And they liked old homes, you know, old things, and then they would rehab them. And then after John passed away, she moved to Boonville because that's close to Columbia, where her son
Mm-hmm.
teaches. Excuse me.
You need to stretch.
I need to get up. I got cramp. Push my cane.
On the other side.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie horse. I could go to sleep.
You know, most people say that after they've been here.
Yeah, you've just
for
put
like
you've put me to sleep.
about half hour of business.
It's story time. Put me to sleep.
Can we get anything for you, Jim?
No, I just have problems with my.
I woke up with a Charlie horse the other morning, and that's the first one I've had in years, and it's just, you know, I could feel it coming, and I thought, well, maybe it's not gonna hurt that bad, and it just started
I
twisting,
hate it.
and
That's,
was
I
like,
hate
"Oh,"
it.
you know, and you can't make it quit. It's just like you rub and rub, and
I ate a banana last night. I should have ate another one this morning.
isn't mustard supposed to help if you're having a Charlie horse? Have you ever heard
I
that?
didn't do that, but I'll try it.
But you mean to swallow or rub it
Yeah,
on?
to swallow, just to eat like those little packets of mustard.
Yeah.
They said keep one of those and take,
Huh.
you know,
I didn't
take
know.
a taste of the mustard. It's supposed to have something. You know, that's made. Turmeric is what is basically mustard seed or something, or in the same family. So it has some kind of